Hello and welcome to the Diamond Project Business Presentation. My name is Andrew and I'll be walking you through what the Diamond Project is all about. Now, before we get started, I want us to have this knowledge that this is a project that is running across the nation in various states, in Akwa Ibom, in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Bauchi, in Lokoja, in Jos, in Kano, just to mention but a few of these locations, okay? Now, what is this project all about? The Diamond Project is a project that seeks to help individuals live out their true potentials and become the ultimate versions of themselves through mentorship or trainings, capacity building, as well as building financial leverage systems. That is the goal of the Diamond Project, and it is being organized by the Great Achievers Nation that provides for individuals the system, the structure, and the mentorship support with which individuals could use to achieve their goals while running the Diamond Project. And there are basically 4 pillars with which this project is running on. The first of this pillar is mentorship and training and capacity building. Now, we have to know that times and seasons have changed, and the way the world was running 40, 50 years ago is no longer the way the world is running now. We moved from the agricultural revolution, we moved into the civil service revolution. From there, private companies started coming to the country, including telecommunication industries, and from there on, people moved into becoming entrepreneurs themselves. They stopped working for other persons and decided to build their own businesses. And this is the revolution that we are currently in right now, the entrepreneur revolution. Now, what we are doing is to create the awareness that with the right mentorship, you can have the direction and the guidance you need to achieve whatever goals or dreams that you have. So when you become a pioneer of the Diamond Project, what you get from us is access to mentors who will enable you to discover yourself and be ultimately the best version of yourself. Now, the second pillar with which the project is running on is discipline, regimentation, and stoicism. Now, willpower is never enough. You need to put that at the back of your mind. Willpower is never enough. So many individuals started the year with a New Year resolution, but today so many of them have abandoned that New Year resolution because willpower is not enough. There is no one there to hold them accountable for the commitment they've set for themselves. So that is why in this project, whether it is pleasurable for you to achieve that goal or whether it is painful for you to attain that height, we would ensure that with the right mentors and with the right individuals around you, you'll be able to start and then finish whatever it is you started. So what we will do for you is to give you the strategies and the structures to enable you to remain focused from start to finish. Now, the third pillar that the project is running on is health optimization through nutrition supplementation and lifestyle changes. Now, there are 7 tips that you need to know in order for you to optimize your health. Now, the first is for you to eat healthy, which is obvious, minimize carbohydrates, maximize protein, and add a lot of fruits and vegetables to your diet. Practice routine medical checkup for you and your family. Don't wait until you are down totally before you decide to go for checkup. Exercise often. Register at a gym or go for a daily walk. It is not ideal for us to be eating 3 times a day, 90 times a month, and then do no form of exercise. No. Exercise often. Reduce alcohol intake and avoid other tobacco products, because these are the major causes of kidney stones, heart failures, different heart diseases, lung failures, liver failures, and the rest. So reduce or even stop taking alcohol and tobacco products. If there's anything you should take, or preferably water, stay hydrated always. Drink at least 3 to 6 liters of water on a daily basis. Sleep at least a minimum of between 6 to 8 hours on a daily basis. And then add a lot of dietary supplementations to your food, or plant nutrients, I will put it that way. Add a lot of plant nutrients to your food. It is necessary because they contain a lot of benefits, and one of those benefits is, one, it helps to strengthen the immune system of the body. It reduces inflammation in the body, prevents DNA damage, and helps to repair damaged DNA. It helps to slow cancer cell growth, regulate our body hormones, and then prevent damaged cells from reproducing. These are the benefits of having plant nutrients in your food. Okay, so find a way to add different plant nutrients to your food. Now, practice routine medical checkup. Like I said earlier, you need to be checking steadily for your blood pressure, your blood sugar level. Go for your lipid profile test. For women, we ask them to always go and do breast exam to avoid having breast cancer, go for cancer screening, check for sexually transmitted diseases, go for pap smear, and then heart disease risk assessment. These are the routine medical checkups that we need to be doing either every 3 months or every 6 months, okay? But when you become a pioneer, this is what you get from us. You get this subtle coercion to engage you in good habits that will improve on your own health. Now, secondly, there are certain supplements that every adult should be taking. And some of these supplements will be handed over to pioneer members. So if you want to benefit from this supplement, start making up your mind that at the end of this presentation, you will become a pioneer member. Now, the fourth pillar with which this project is running on is understanding leverage and building leverage business systems. This is very, very important. Now, there are 2 ways with which you can use to leverage through people. Now, the first way is to leverage through your personally produced products and services. In this scenario, this one, you are actually having a product or the services with which you are rendering to people. So sometimes it is not always easy, but let's take, for example, Mike Adenuga, the owner of Globalcom Nigeria. If you want to start up a telecommunication business like Mike Adenuga has, you always require a huge amount of capital. You need a lot of connection, and then you need to have that capability or the capacity to handle such business. Now, the second way is for you to leverage through other people's products and services. Just like the way Coca-Cola, just like the way Awolowo is doing, even though he is dead, but because he was able to leverage through Coca-Cola, his family, his generation can never be poor. Until Coca-Cola, even if Coca-Cola decided to say they don't want to do business in Nigeria anymore. Because what did he do? Very simple. He helped Coca-Cola to establish themselves in Nigeria. They wanted to pay him more, but he said no. Instead of giving me this huge amount of money, I just want to be any little amount of money from every bottle of Coke sold in Nigeria, and that was all. Now let's take for example that the deal was 1 naira for every bottle of Coke sold. Now, if Coca-Cola is selling 15 million bottles of Coca-Cola products on a daily basis, which means he's making 15 million naira on a daily basis. Now, but do the math yourself, 15 million daily for 30 days. That's a whole lot of money. So you could actually leverage through other people's product services. And that is what this Diamond project is going to show to you today. Now, imagine that there's a system that you plug in and then you build the system. And as people buy their personal care items from different factories and shops, you make little percentage of whatever they buy for life. Just have this at the back of your mind. Just imagine this. That there's a system that you plug in and you build, and as people are buying things to use for themselves, you are making a little percentage of whatever they are buying for life. Now let's say for example that 10,000 persons purchase products daily, and you are making just 100 naira commission for every purchase they make. That will be you making at least a minimum of ₦1 million daily. Now, since the beginning of this project, there are 5 major questions that people used to ask us. The first is this: how do I plug in and build this kind of system? The second question is, how can I connect 10,000 persons? Is it possible? How do I make people to buy the product daily so that I will keep earning? How do I make the money through leverage? And the fifth question is, will this work? If I should build such a system, will it work? Now I'm going to take my time to answer 5 of these questions. Now, how do I plug in and build this system? That's the first question. It's very simple. Just position yourself as a pioneer by making a one-time shopping of products or services without you selling, convincing, or marketing. All you are simply doing is you are buying these things to use for yourself and showing other persons how to do the same thing that you have done. And by doing so, you position yourself as a pioneer. Now, what are the things that you are purchasing? You are purchasing food supplements, beverages, and other personal care items. Now, for the second question, how do I connect 10,000 persons? Now, through your mobile phone alone, you can have access to 1 to 100 million people around the world. I know you might be thinking it is impossible, but it is very possible. Now, let me show you how. It is said that an average adult has at least a minimum of 100 contacts on their phone. Minimum, you have at least 100 contacts on your phone. Now, how do you then get to reach out to 10,000 persons? Now, let's do the calculation here. Now, let's say this is you, and you have 100 contacts on your phone. Now, each of these 100 contacts will have 100 contacts each on their phones too. Now, when you multiply your 100 by your 100, that will give you 10,000, right? Now, each of these 10,000 new contacts that you have, you also have 100 new contacts, each on their phone. Now, when you multiply your 100 by 10,000, that will give you 1 million. So, assuming that you are able to access 1% of this 1 million people, that will be 10,000. And you are earning just 100 naira from each of these 10,000 persons. That will be equivalent to 1 million naira on a daily basis. Now, the big question is this. If it takes you 3 years, if it takes you 2 years, if it takes you 18 months, 4 years or 5 years to build a system in order for you to achieve this on a daily basis, would it be worth it? Yes, definitely it would be worth it. Now, the third question is, how do I make people to buy this product so I will continue to earn daily as soon as I build a system? It's very simple. Now, we have a professionally written text message that you will send to the contacts on your phone. Very simple in this format. Hey John, how's everything? There is an international organization I recommended you to. They will show you how to discover the ultimate version of yourself using their unique system. I just started going through their mentorship. Just let me know if they contact you, okay? So also we have the brand launch where you could gather your friends, your family in a place and then invite us over to show them the opportunity on your behalf. Now, how is the money made through leverage? There are 2 ways with which this money is made through leverage. The first is the direct connectors bonus, where you can earn between 20,000 to 150,000 naira instantly for connecting anyone using our system. Now, the good thing with this is this: for the direct connectors bonus, there is no limit to the number of persons that you can connect, which means there's no limit to the number of 20,000 and 150,000 naira that you can earn. Now, the second way with which the money is earned through leverage is called the matching bonus. Now, this enables you to make unlimited 7,000 naira from the system as people keep purchasing in your own system, because right now you've built a system for yourself. You've plugged into the system and you've built a system. Now, from your own system, as people keep purchasing from your system, you have the capacity of earning 7,000 naira on a daily basis. Now, how is the money made? Now, this is you here and you connect your friends. They purchase personal key items from your system. You earn 7,000 naira. Now, you also work with this your friends so that they could also do the same thing that you have done. They also get to connect their own friends to earn under 7,000 naira. And as they keep connecting their friends to purchase from their system, you keep earning the unlimited 7,000 naira in your own system. And there's no limit to the number of persons you can connect on this. There's no limit to the number of 7,000 naira you can earn from this. Okay? Now, like I said earlier, that the purpose of the Diamond Project is to raise other diamonds. People who are willing to do whatever it is they can do to ensure that they become the best of themselves. People who are willing to soak up pressure to ensure that they don't get distracted and they achieve their goals through the mentorship that we are going to provide. So you could be part of many of us who have gone to take vacation outside of the country in places like Dubai, in Casa de Papa, where you get to experience life outside the country. And all of this will be done for you free of charge on behalf of the company. These are the benefits that you get to gain as a Pioneer member. Now, the fifth question is this: will this work? Definitely, if our mentors who were once like who transit to become diamonds themselves and are willing to hold us by the hands to ensure that we move towards our commitment in becoming diamonds, just like they have been, then definitely it can work. It has worked for me, and I believe it can definitely work for you also. Because the essence of this whole project is to ensure that you become the best version of who you can be. Become the best there is and the best that they can ever be. That is the purpose of the Diamond Project. Now, we have a lot of persons who want to give out to charity, people who want to give the little that they have to orphanages, but because of the little financial constraint that they have on their side, they are not able to do this. So this is the essence of why the Diamond Project can help you to achieve that desire that you have in your heart. You want to help other persons, children, to pay their school fees who are struggling. You want to take away children from the streets and put them back in school. Then this is the best opportunity for you to be able to achieve that. In 2018, we were able to feed 100 families in Abuja. In 2019, we fed just 5,000 families in Abuja. In 2020, we fed 50,000 families in Nigeria. In 2021, it was 1 million families across Nigeria. So you can be a part of this and then contribute your own quota to the growth of our society. And the good news is this: we have benefits for Pioneer members, and one of those benefits is this: you get exclusive access to global mentorship and training. You also get to leverage on the Diamond Tribe. You get access to breakthrough nanotechnology health bundle, and then you get access to global business expansion vehicle. These are the benefits of you becoming a Pioneer with us. And the good news is this: we are looking for 1,000 Pioneer members, people who are willing to go to the next level of their life, people who are willing to say, no, this is not the best I can be. I believe that I can be more than who I am today. So if you want to become a Pioneer member, it's a very simple thing that you need to do. Now you just need to plug in with any of the Pioneer packs. We have the Platinum pack of 499,990 naira, which has a monthly potential income of over 117 million, and then 90% failure rate of this is 11.76 million naira. Now what this means is this: if the only thing you could achieve is 10% of this, then it means you're earning 11.76 million. Now we also have the gold package of 190,000 naira with a monthly potential income of 23.5 million, and then a 90% failure rate of 2.35 million. Now also we have the access pack, which has a monthly potential income of 8.4 million, and then a 90% failure rate of 840,000 naira. So you can key in with either the Platinum pack of 499,990, the gold pack of 190,000, or the access pack of 69,990 naira. As I begin to round up, I want to tell us a very short story about a lady called Jane, who after finishing from the university had no job for 4 years, and then while she was crying, her friend met her and asked her, what is the problem? She said, this is what I'm going through. I've been ready for 4 years, yet no job. I can't fend for myself or for my family. And then the friend advised her, I think I know of a native doctor who could help you out of this. And then she agreed to go with her friend to visit the native doctor. Now while they got there, the native doctor drew 2 cycles on the ground, painted one white and the other one black, called the black cycle the terrible future, and then the bright cycle the white cycle the bright future, and then placed a worm in between these cycles and says, look, I'm going to ask a drummer, one of my drummers, to start drumming. Now once he starts drumming, this worm will start moving. Wherever this worm enters, that is what your future will become. And she agreed and said, yes, let's go ahead. Now as the drummer started drumming, the worm started moving towards the bright future, and she was very happy that at least her future will be bright. But suddenly the worm turned around and started moving towards the terrible future. But before the worm could enter the black cycle, Jane picks the worm from the ground, placed it back inside the bright future, and then killed it there. And then the native doctor asked her, why did you do this? And then she replied, I would not sit here and watch the worm decide what my future will be. I will decide what I want by becoming the best version of myself. So in other words, what Jane was saying is this: I'm not going to allow my circumstances, I'm not going to allow my situations control what I will become in life. Instead, I will be the one to decide what I will become, no matter the situation or circumstance I find myself. Now, to become part of the Diamond Project, are you ready to become a diamond? Are you ready to become a diamond? That is the question I have for you. Now, in order for you to become a diamond, you need to position yourself as a pioneer. Either of the Platinum pack of 499,990, gold pack of 190,000, or the access pack of 69,990.